Hey guys, Dr. Steve Spencer here again. And next week is my peak week. I'm going to be competing at the 2017 Masters Nationals in Pittsburgh. So that brings me to my topic today. I want to talk a little bit about bringing our best condition, about peaking. And there's so many fallacies out there. People are trying to change their sodium, change their potassium, cut water, cut carbs, increase carbs. It's a zoo with everyone, what everyone's trying to do. We can make this very simple. Because if you look good going into the show, why are you going to mess with it? We risk everything to make a 2% improvement. Why are you going to lose 90% of it? And then you go on stage looking bloated or watery or flat. And go on stage, you can't get a pump. I went through 4 years of this, hiring the wrong coaches and dealing with people that had no clue. And so I'm going to put some science to this, and we're going to make this easy. So with that being said, don't make drastic changes to your plan, right? We do want to increase our carbohydrates, but a small amount. Our bodies kind of adapt and they get used to how much carbohydrates we're consuming. We only have so much glycogen stored. So if you increase your carbohydrates by about 20% more than what you're consuming, you'll fill the muscle cells up with glycogen. You're not going to spill over. You're not going to hold water. So that's one thing with carbs. Now, let's get into how much protein should I consume. I would cut that back because we don't want to eat too much food because it makes our belly distended when we keep that small, narrow waist. Another factor is the water, and this is huge for people. Everybody thinks you need to cut water out, and you don't need to cut water out. Our bodies know how to regulate water because we make a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, and we hold 70% of the water in the cell and 30% of the water outside the cell. You can't manipulate that. If you cut water, you cut it from both places, which means you're going to be flat. You're not going to pop, you're not going to have veins, you're not going to be able to get a pump. It's not going to work for you. So we don't want to reduce that antidiuretic hormone. So if you keep your water intake high and keep it pretty consistent and keep that closer to what you've been drinking and you look good all the time, you're going to be okay. Also, with sodium, if you cut sodium out, you raise aldosterone. If you raise aldosterone, you put water subcutaneously right where you don't want it. That controls our fluid retention within the cell. So, we want to use salt. Salt is actually going to expand the cell and push that with the glycogen against the skin and give us that bigger, fuller look. It gives us that grainy Dorian Yates look if you're conditioned enough. I mean, there's nothing you can do if you didn't diet hard enough, you didn't put the work in. So that's rule number one. If you're not lean, you're not going to be able to make big changes. I don't care what you do. You just got to work harder, or you got to figure out the system, find someone who knows what they're doing to teach you. There's no other option. So either you're ready or you're not. Don't make big changes and don't blow it, because I went through years of being flat and hiring the wrong coaches and horrible experiences of dieting for 16 weeks, 12 weeks, getting on stage and blowing it that last little bit. I might have looked good going on the show, and that day was horrible. So, guys, hopefully you learned a little bit of something about peaking, and you can get the results you're looking for when you get on stage. Just don't make any drastic changes. Keep doing kind of what you're doing and make small adjustments, and you'll be okay. It's Dr. Steve Spencer. Check me out at my website, www.protouchrehab.com. My other website, which is my gym, bodyscape.fitness, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Dr. Steve Spencer. All right, guys, I'll check you later.